Okay, this is part two of my ex left me for dead in labor, and I still had 3 kids with him. And now I'm married to my husband, and he adores me and loves me. And he has literally delivered all 3 babies and has seen my yoni and is still totally obsessed with me. So let's get into it. In my previous part one video, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I was talking about my mother. So the reason why, even though I had healed my traumas and I knew I had a father wound and all that stuff, I was still acting like my mom in my head. In my head, I had this version of an adult that was my mom because that's the only person I knew that was an adult in my life. So I was still a people pleaser. I was still doing certain things like staying up late, not eating on time. I was very skinny. I was size 0 until my third child, into my fourth child. I was still size 0. I was not taking care of my health. I was really skinny. I was just a chronic coffee drinker. I used to drink like 20 cups a day. I don't know how much I used to drink a lot. So that was me being my mom. The habits that I had was still like my mom, even though I had healed. Now, this is why I had to rewire my identity in 8 areas of my life. When I rewired my identity, in the sense, the beliefs I had in my mind were no longer my mom's. One of my mom's beliefs was leave it to God. I love that. I still leave it to God sometimes, but there's a time when you have to speak up against abuse. There's a time for that. I used to believe that, I'm going to be the nice girl and leave it to God and God's going to save me. Yes, God did save me in every single situation, but I still had to speak. I was so afraid on calling out people on their behaviors because I used to believe that I have to leave it to God because that's literally the voice I had in my mind. My mother's, it wasn't my voice. So when I rewired those 8 areas of my life, I changed the voice in my mind. Guess what the voice in my mind says now? Rosalean, you're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You're so good enough. Look at you. Look how amazing you are. I'm so proud of you. This is what goes on in my head 24/7 now. I don't hear a negative thought ever. Whenever I get triggered, the first thing that goes in my mind is, hey, what's going on here? What happened? What do you need? Straight away. I don't hear, oh my God, I'm such a bad person. I shouldn't have reacted that way. Oh my God, what are people going to think of me? Da, 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 da. No, it's, Rose, are you okay? What do you need? Do you know how soothing that feels to be triggered? And the first thing you hear in your mind is, Rose, are you okay? What do you need? There's something going on here. Let's talk about it. Instead of going to sleep and just completely avoiding the situation, I am able to give myself what I need, but I couldn't do that before. And that's because I used abundance rewiring to rewire 8 areas of my life. And even though I was successful, this was like when I first started becoming a hypnotist, I was making money, but I still had thoughts going on in my mind that weren't mine. And abundance rewiring changed that all. So if you want to rewire those 8 areas of your life with ease, I'm talking like you sleep for 1 hour every week and your mind is rewired, join Sacred Feminine Play. The link is in my bio for more information.